Oh,
Oh,
you
here we
already
go.
know. Yeah.
Hey, let's get it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Trey, my man Bishop, and Ron Loe. We're first take. Correction, first formation, morning sports talk. Hey, what you doing? I'm here for a sake. I'm gonna get up in the background here, Stephen
Yeah.
A's. But it's first formation, morning sports talk, morning sports talk. Hey, how you doing, Bishop? What's good with you, bro?
I'm good, man. WGO, what's good? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing on this Monday? I know a lot of people is coming off they weekend. Y'all know how that first formation is. Falling after, a weekend. That first formation is hard to make, man. But hey, we here. We here for first formation. We on time. We're bringing it to y'all, man. Hopefully, y'all see it in the background. That bad man right there in that background. That bad man. I had to put him up, man. I had to. It would be crazy not to put this man up. But hopefully, this finds y'all doing well on this Monday morning. We appreciate all of y'all that are here right now, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Trey, how was your weekend, bro?
Oh, it was good. It was a couple steps. Nice
What
and
up,
easy
Anthony?
weekend.
Good
Didn't really
morning.
do too much. Went to after we got off on Friday. I usually go to work on Fridays.
Mhm.
But I just went in for a staff meeting and then came back home and kind of like did a little work, catch up on a few things, check out some things.
Mhm.
Uh, so it was a cool start of the process. So yeah, it's
Yeah, nice, nice,
I,
nice,
I
nice.
was
I know what
cool
you're
with it.
talking
I
about.
was cool with
Yeah,
it.
I know what you're talking about. Let's get it. I
Yeah,
feel you. I feel you. I
yeah,
feel you. I
yeah.
feel you. I feel you.
I know Ron's doodling in the background. He'll be on soon. So, but
Yeah,
what you get? What did you get going this weekend? Anything particular? Anything special?
man. My wife. What's up, AP? Ghost is dead, and we will be returning in Power season. Ghost is not. So what up, Alpha White? Hey, mate, AP. I'm glad you put that up. Listen, make sure you check out our YouTube on the Power series, man. Myself, Trey, Ron Lowe, we got a series that's being or not a series. We have a
A podcast.
podcast
Speak
with
on the
us three
speakeasy.
talking about Speak Easy. There you go, talking about the Power series. So be sure to check us out, man. I think when is it, Trey? When do we do it, on Tuesday? Is it
It gets posted and released every Saturday.
every Saturday? Okay, there it is. Every Saturday. I couldn't remember. We just started our first one. We just did our first podcast last week. So y'all be sure, man. If y'all like us on this, y'all love us on the Power series, man. Because we three individuals who really love the show, man. We really like talking about the Power series. One of my favorite shows to ever hit the TV screen, man. I love it. All right, appreciate you, Applewhite. Oh,
Yeah.
we finna get into it,
Oh
Anthony.
yeah, don't worry. We got you,
Yeah,
Ed. We definitely
we
got.
finna get into it. We was just talking about it before we jumped on the air. We finna get into it, Anthony. But go ahead, Trey. Oh, you asked me. You asked me what? Oh,
Oh,
so
so
this my weekend.
yeah.
Yeah,
How the weekend went?
yeah. My weekend went pretty smooth, man. My wife set up an amazing photo shoot for us and my our daughter, which was amazing. We did an amazing photo shoot outside, and then we did one in the studio. We had fun with it, man. It was good, man. We enjoyed each other's company. We enjoyed our daughter being able to be a part of it. Her and I, my wife and I, we haven't had a photo session since our pre-marriage photo session, which was over 10 years ago, or actually 10 years, actually, to be exact. It's 10 years. We've been together for 12, but our marriage, we got married 2 years after we got together.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so we took pictures prior to that. So we hadn't took pictures in over 10 years, basically. So it was good to see, man. It was good to do. We had fun. Great photographer out here in San Antonio by the name of Bruce DeFats. If you're out here in this area, man, the man does wonders with a camera, man. He does wonders with a camera. So yeah, we had fun, man. What'd you do, Trey?
Uh, basically, oh man, I don't even remember. Like I said, kind of sat around the house, catch up on a couple of things. Watch, well, usually like any of the shows in which we haven't seen, like not the binge watching, but catch up on the shows, on the weekly shows. Um, of course, we hit the church, uh, on
Nice.
Sunday.
Right.
Uh, Went and had a good dinner. Just me and Jackie sat and had the dinner. Watched
What's up?
and had a conversation about a couple of things. So it was a good. like I said, it was a good weekend. I was cool with it. It wasn't
What up, Freddie?
it was good, Freddie. Um, it wasn't too
RJ.
cumbersome. Everything was a smooth day.
Okay.
What's good, Ron?
What
What's
about we
good,
got
Ron?
everybody as y'all see? Ron Lowe's
Hey,
in the building, man. What's good? Ron Lowe got that great hat on. I love it. He bringing it. He bringing that great vibe in here on this Monday morning. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
right.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, I was already
How was
talking
your
about
weekend,
how
bro?
hard it is to show up on that first formation Monday morning.
Boy, boy, boy. You see, I got my coffee ready, bro. Boy, boy.
Well, what's good? What's good? How was your weekend, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was a good weekend, but it was melancholy on Sunday. I'm waking up, I'm like, wait, something ain't right about this Sunday. Because this is the first Sunday in a while we ain't been able to wake up and turn on no football. I was like, something ain't
Yeah,
right. I swear I'm
yeah.
supposed to be watching something this morning.
This is the worst. This is the worst year. This is the worst time of the year for when during football when football season in, bro. Because you just have nothing to look forward to on Sunday, bro. Nothing.
I was in a loss.
Yeah, you have nothing to look forward to. We was fortunate this weekend because of the All-Star game, NBA All. But other than that, we had nothing to look forward to, bro.
Not a thing.
So as we was getting on today, I was commending Bishop on his jersey. As I mean, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I like saying certain fashions and certain things catch my eyes, and so that old style Knicks jersey, I was like, oh, when I seen it, I looked because I have the same jersey just a different color. And I looked, I was like, actually, mine is orange. That's what it is. It's orange
Oh,
and blue.
okay.
So I looked, I was like, and I seen the top of the 8. I was like, bitch, I was like, is that a Spreewell jersey? He's like,
That it is,
yeah.
bro.
He's like, yeah,
That
that's
it
what it
is.
is. I was like, the New York Knicks
That it
Spreewell.
is.
If
A
y'all,
lot of these cats don't know about Latrell Sprewell, bro. A lot of people sleep on Latrell, man. He was a
Right.
beast back in the day, baby.
so is it like I can't remember when Austin, like how Austin said the other day, is that a Ville special?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course, it's a deal special, baby. You know it's a deal special. Come on, man. We know
So
how
if
it go
y'all,
down.
so of course in the military, particularly especially in the army, in the armed forces in Korea, the Ville or in outside, I know outside of Camp Casey, Camp Casey in South in Korea, is Tong Dushong or TDC as they call it. Is when they say the Ville, that's where you go down to get you go down to get clothing. Let's say that. We'll just say that. Go down to get clothing.
That's it.
You
That
go get
part.
clothing. So to pick
Yeah,
up the
that
clothing.
part.
So of course, someone usually always has a connect that's always over there, has been over there, or knows, so that way when you be like, hey, I need this, I need this outfit, I need this particular item made, you might sit up and hit your connect and be like, hey, I need that, and then next you know it's in the mail. So
Hmm.
shout out Korea, Tong Dushong,
For sure. Camp Casey, Camp.
Hovey,
Oh,
Reg
yep.
out.
Osan Air Force Base. All of that, bro. All of that.
Did you was over in Korea, right, Bishop?
Yes, I went over there twice. I did a 6 month rotation. I deployed to Korea like my first duty, not my first duty station, but as a private.
What's good, buddy? What's good, sir?
What's good, buddy? What's going on, man? How you doing this morning? Yeah, I've deployed over there for 6 months after I had been in Fort Bliss for like a year or two, and I've deployed over there. It's crazy you say that, right, Trey? Because my first duty station, of course, was Fort Bliss, right? And so my first duty station there, and so I'm a buck private going to Fort Bliss, made some friends, of course, and whatnot. And after being there for a year or so, like I said, a couple of the friends in which I used to hang with real tough, man, they both put themselves on, both volunteered to deploy to Afghanistan. I think it was at that time. Yeah, I think it was Afghanistan at the time. So they was both getting ready to deploy to Afghanistan or whatever. And they was trying to, both these guys was like E3s or E4s. And like I said, I'm a bug private. So they going to Afghanistan, and they was like, bro, you need to hey, he was like, man, you need to volunteer, man. Come along with us, man. Let's go to Afghanistan together. I was like, you know what? I'm a bug private, and they telling me how the money I can make and so forth. You know what? Let's do it. I'm with it. So I go to my section, I go to my NCO, and like, hey, I want to volunteer to go to Afghanistan to deploy. He's like, okay, too easy. So I do all the stuff I need necessary to do it, so forth and so on. Make a long story short, man, I go to volunteer to go to Afghanistan. Now this is first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, volunteer. Go to lunch. On my NCO, my first on all of them was like, all right, we got you. Go to lunch. Come back from lunch, man. They talking about okay, so you ready for deployment? I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, you going to Korea? I said, that ain't what I know. I didn't say I want to know. I want to go to Afghanistan. It was like, oh no, they need you more in Korea. They got a unit that's deploying to Korea for 6 months. You going to Korea? I'm like, no, I don't want to go to Korea. That's not where I want. Man, I was trying to get out of it. Of course, you knew I couldn't get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a deployment too. Nope.
Needs of the Army.
Needs of the Army, bro. And that's why I went, and that's how I ended up going to Korea my first time. And then, excuse me, I thank God because it wasn't a bad deployment. It was Korea. I was down in Suwon Air Base. Suwon, for those that know where Suwon is, it's probably about 30 minutes away from Osan. Suwon Air Base, small little place. Had a little Suwon Air Base had a little beach on it and everything, bro. Loved it out there in Suwon, man. Had a blast. And then what would I say? Probably about 8 years later, probably 8 or 9 years later, I was able, or was it? No, that was 94 sometime. So no, actually, when did I? Yeah. Oh yeah, about 8 years later. Yeah, I had an opportunity. I was stationed at Fort Campbell and had an opportunity. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. AP, let's go. Yeah. I went to I was stationed at Fort Campbell and I was trying to get out of Fort Campbell because for all of y'all that know Fort Campbell, if you're Army, Fort Campbell is host to what do you call it? God, I can't even think about it. Think of it now. Not Ranger, but wait, not Airborne. The other one, not
Air Assault.
Air Assault. Thank you. Air Assault School. That's what they need. That's what Fort Campbell is all about. Air Assault School. And I was able to get there and leave in 3 years and not have to go to Air Assault School. I didn't even go. Never went. But I was trying to get out. Even if you don't go to Air Assault School, you will do annual and periodic 12
training.
Yeah, and 12-mile road marches. 12-mile road marches. That's annually you will do.
That's out of control.
Annually.
Look at Ron. Look at Ron. It's like, yeah, y'all Army folk go and have that.
I'm good on that.
Ron, we just having a discussion with a couple of our brothers. Ron, what is it like in basic Air Force basic training?
Yes, give us the dirt, because I know it ain't really dirt. It's probably a bunch of sand, but give us
wow.
Air Force.
Air Force basic training has been through multiple phases. I would say it used to be a lot more dirt compared to sand now, but now it's not even sand anymore. It's
like
it's bubbles.
Powder.
Yeah. fruits and bubbles. When the allegations hit Air Force basic training a couple years ago, it kind of changed everything for the I guess you can say for the better, but now it's just cupcake walkthrough now. The MTIs can't do anything to offend or get in anybody's face. All of that's been taken out, and yeah, it's the pre-Kardashian airmen now coming through.
He said the pre-Kardashian. Wow.
Which is even worse than the era before, the Chair Force era.
Oh, dang. Yeah. So that's crazy. Like my first duty station, of course, like I said, was Korea.
That was your first.
That was my first duty station. Korea was my first duty station.
A lot of people were. Yeah.
I went from Compton, California, to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to Camp Casey, Korea. all within an 18-month period. So
I can see that.
Yeah, that was the first duty station, and then after that, interestingly enough, at my next duty station, which was Fort Hood, I was there a couple of months, roughly 6 to 8 months, and then my first deployment was to Kuwait. And just like Bishop, that deployment, like he said, he liked the deployment. I love the deployment even more so, to where anytime they was asking, "Hey, we got a deployment," I was trying to go. Like, I love the Middle East. I loved going and being in the Middle East. So it was one of the things. My first one was it was intrinsic action, and in 1990 and in 1997, intrinsic action. We went there to Kuwait. I was only there 4 months, and then after that,
What's going on,
what's the Keon? What's good, Zach?
Zach was good.
So after that, it's like I was always ready to go. Matter of fact, too, so much more so, I got promoted. I was still artillery. Anthony, to answer your question, I think growing up for me made it easier to be in the service. Honestly, that's like real talk. Like growing up where I was from made it easier. The service was a breeze. Like how David say, "It's a breeze, Bucko." Like, it was easy. Like, at that point. Yes, yeah. I'm going to intrinsic action, even though to where later on in my career is like anytime the wind blow, I was deploying, because I was like most of the time I was volunteering. And this one particular time, I had just got promoted to an E5. Like I said, I was still artillery. I just got promoted to E5, and I was on AHA duty. I had to go or ASP. What's the ASP? AHA. I was at the AHA. I had to work. I was the NCIC of the AHA security, and we end up I was sitting there contemplating. I was like, yo, they got to go on a deployment. I was like, you know what, I want to go on the deployment. So I pick up the phone to call my first sergeant. I was like, "Hey, Top, I'm trying to volunteer for the deployment." And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "That's funny, because I was just about to call you and tell you was going." So instantly, I was like, "Wait," I was like, "Hold up, wait." So instantly, I had that feeling like, "Wait, I don't want to go now. Like, you gonna tell me I'm going? Like, it's like we got a problem. Like, how you just gonna tell me I'm going?" But of course, like I said, they just needed it. Like, same thing like you said with Bishop. You was needed. It was at that point, needs of the army, or needs of the battalion. They needed they needed the 13 Echo 20, and that was me. So yeah, I ended up going there, and then it happened again when I got promoted again. Of course, they needed a 13 Echo 30, and I got pushed again. So we just came consistent. But yeah, so yeah, that's interesting enough. Like, but yeah, good times. I'm very sure at some point we'll have some very good topics of story in reference to being deployed, because it's definitely an adventure.
Yeah, I miss him, man. It's sad talking about this, to be honest.
Hey, some of that, bro. Boy.
Hey, real quick though, happy President's Day to all you. We know all the kids is out of school and all that good stuff. So happy President's Day for those that got off for the day. Ain't a whole lot of people got off, but the kids out of school for it. So it is what it is.
Man, they got a 4-day weekend over here at JBR.
Yeah, my daughter did too. She had a 4-day weekend as well.
Is it funny how the kids get how the kids get to capitalize off that?
Man, they get too many days off. I don't remember having that many days off when I was in school, bro. I don't remember having. I really don't remember having that many days off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then it's funny here in San Antonio, because of the fact that if it's too cold, they'll stop school for that. Like, when they do that, so the kids up east, up north and up east, they walking in 12 inches to 15 inches of snow. The kids down south, they down here, if it's 30 degrees, no school. We shutting down the city. What?
Man, the kids go to school 20 below out here. So
yeah, I know. Exactly. What is going on? But I know y'all tired of hearing us talk about nonsense. Texas kids off so much. I know, AP. That's what I'm saying. So much, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't know how they learn anything. They always out of school. They always out of school.
So what I see Bishop was like, saying basically wishing there, saying everyone a happy President's Day. What I would like to wish is that this full truth and credence to Tom Brady possibly coming out of retirement to play with no one other than them San Francisco 49ers up in the Bay Area, fellas, what y'all say to that?
No,
If there's
no,
any truth
no, no, no.
to
What you
him
won't
coming out
do?
of retirement,
No.
that
What you won't do, Trey? Because I said that. I've been saying this. I've said that from the day they talked about his retirement until that man
until
reached at his podium and says he's retired. I told you that dude is not retired yet. It was still, and I told you, hey, give him some time, let him rest a little bit. Let him gather himself. He was gonna miss it. He was gonna miss it. He was gonna miss it.
stop it,
And shit.
Keon, stop it.
No.
Yeah, let's go. I'm up for it.
What my daughter like to say now? Don't nobody talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno.
Hey, we just watched that movie. This, bruh. No, that I tried. I don't know. Encanto.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know, bro. Yeah,
Unless
Encanto.
everybody lets him out of his contract, which is not something that's difficult. AP, it happens all the time. It's not something that's difficult. It's not, and I don't know. Wait a minute. So Trey or even Ron, y'all help me out. So the only way Brady switch teams is if he retires first. Yeah, right. So
Yeah,
y'all
they
help me
want to
out.
know that contract. That's what they're gonna hit
So
him.
do you have to honor his contract even though he went out of retirement? He went
Yeah,
into retirement. They still
they
got to
said
honor the
yeah.
contract. Okay,
He still, yeah. He because I guess some people start using that as like
as a
same.
way
So
to get out of it.
yeah, to
Yeah.
get out of it. So if you look at someone like what's his name? Peyton that just retired. He still was committed 2 to 3 years. So yeah, that cuts you on your contract where you're signed to the organization. But if they would have to let him out of it, if it was something as simple as he wanted to retire as a New England Patriot, they would have to let him. They would have to let him out of the contract with no stipulations, and then let him go there. So of course, I mean, if you let me out of contract and there's no stipulations unless there's something in the contract, a parameter, then who's to say I can't be like, you know what, I'm not signed to y'all anymore, and then I could go do whatever. So yeah, they
Yeah.
have to. So even one take some compensation. So of course, it's the same thing. But do y'all think it's any truth? Of course, there's a lot of stuff like this is the second time there's been a situation to where we've had a conversation in reference to Bruce Arians and a player. So does it start to give it legs and walk to where do you think there was a rift between Tom Brady and Bruce Arians?
So I did hear them talking about that, and they saying, but there's nothing has come out to say that was the, what I'm saying, that was truly the case. Nothing has ever, and we never. And don't get me wrong, I do understand that Tom GOAT is, he's that professional type of dude where you may not see a lot, but I've never seen him like have an interaction on the sideline where it was disgruntled or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I never saw where it looked like Bruce was mad at Tom and Tom was mad at Bruce, or that they were bumping heads on the sideline. Not saying it wasn't happening behind closed doors or behind the scenes, but I mean, for most part, when you know that there's, or you have a feeling that there's some animosity between people on the same team, between coaches and players, especially a quarterback and the head coach, normally you see something where that gives you that, okay, yeah, something going on. But unless y'all help me out, Ron, Trey, unless y'all saw something I didn't see, but I never seen anywhere where Tom and Bruce seem to be at odds with one another.
So I don't think it has been anything like that since the initial, when he first got there, to where they had a difference of opinions in that sense. I don't know, was it starting to be come to that, or was it a situation to where now, of course, when you're winning, that's not a problem in some
Right.
instances, but of course, then when you're losing, when you lose, it's like you start to bring up,
Got to point the finger at somebody.
yeah, you start pointing the finger. So I think maybe that has been made, that potentially could have been the rhetoric, or where it started at, or now when you look at, there's an opportunity for him to basically go go a different route, or go a different way. Like I mean, I'm happy for it, but in all actuality, again, I don't think that Tom Brady would be a good fit in San Francisco at this point. So I mean, yeah,
Wow.
I don't. I think, like I said, like we talked about, I think last week, I think that would be a better suited for Aaron Rodgers, not just because he will have more longevity, just because I think he'll be more open to a Kyle Shanahan type offense as opposed to Tom Brady.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I've spoken about this in regards to Tom Brady. However, Tom, I do feel as though he's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. So I feel like if when it's all said and done, any organization will have that has the opportunity to bring in Tom Brady to win a possible championship right then and there. That season in which you bring him in is going to put aside all differences or anything else and try and work with Tom Brady and get that W. So I think it would be a good fit in San Francisco. I'm surprised that you don't, Trey. But I mean,
Ron,
that's your
please,
team, so you
Ron,
know you
please be
feel
the
some way.
voice. Please be the voice of reason, Ron. Like Tom in San Francisco. Let Bishop roll. It's all right to let him down easy.
I don't know. Y'all getting the GOAT, not the BOAT.
There you go. That part, Ron. Put it out there, baby. Put it out there, Ron. There you go.
So
Say that.
I don't know. I don't think
Say
so.
that, Ron. See, Keon saying no.
So do you,
Just
like
the
honestly,
guy we're
seriously,
talking about,
how much
no.
more do you how much more time do y'all think he has on his clock legitly?
1 or 2 years, bro.
Really?
I give him one. I do only because, and this all stems back to what I've been saying in regards to Tom Brady. Tom Brady has not taken the hits like a lot of other quarterbacks. So because of his not being hurt as much as any other quarterback in the league and stuff like that, I feel as though he could do one, maybe 2 more seasons, man. Now I feel like if Tom GOAT takes too many hits, I definitely feel like he's gonna be like, okay, look now. All right, now, I ain't signing up for this now. I ain't signing up for this now. I'm gonna tell y'all this one more time. I'm gonna tell you, I give him one more time. I'm walking off. Y'all thought AB walked off.
Last time.
Y'all got one more time to get me hit like that. I'm out.
He gonna pull an AB.
He gonna pull an AB. I'm out this joint.
He gonna come out the jersey and everything. Like, yeah, I'm out of this piece.
I'm gone, bro. What did Applewhite say? Brady's wife cringes every time Brady. I mean, that's
any wife. Every time he gets hit.
I'm sure that's every spouse out there who has a husband as a quarterback or any player. That's married to one of the NFL players. I mean, I'm sure they cringe every time because them big boys be hitting, bro. A lot of QBs stay too long. He doesn't need another season. He has nothing to prove. Absolutely, I'm totally agree. But you got to keep this in mind, Keon. And this is what I think he thinks in a way. He's all-time leader in I think almost everything now, right? Including Super Bowls. Yeah. So I'm feeling like he's doing that to kind of make sure to like solidify that nobody tops that for a while. Like, because every time he continues to play, his stats are steady going up, bro. You're right. He doesn't have anything to prove. He's proved everything. He is the GOAT. So he doesn't have to prove anything. 7 rings, it is what it is. But every time he laces up them cleats and put on that helmet, he's steady padding his stats. And that, as long as he's padding them stats, that's putting more and more time on him being the overall, what up, CJ?
CJ in the building.
What's good? That puts him further and further away from anybody chasing those stat lines. just my opinion.
So question, right?
There is life after football. You're right. And we know, bro. We know. He's just not ready. It's hard, bro. If you're a true athlete, it's hard to give it up, bro. It's hard. Look at Mike. Man, that's why Jordan played with exactly. But look at him though. It was hard for him to give up that sport. If you're a true player of the game, it's hard to give. Trey will tell you, it's hard to give up that sport, man. It's hard. It's so hard. It takes normally. I'm gonna be honest, yo. What up, CJ? Yo, what's good? I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. It normally takes an injury for you to really say, all right, you know what? That's it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Because these injuries are coming too many times. The injuries are coming too much. Of course, and like I said, that's why I said what I said about Tom taking these hits. If Tom takes too many hits, it'll come a time where he's already at the age where it takes a lot longer for you to heal. Those times where in the beginning, when you was taking hits as a quarterback or whatever, you getting hit, you could heal in like a 24 to 48 hours. Well, when you in your 40s, them 24 to 48 goes to a week and a half to get through an injury or get through a hit. The soreness is man. Man, I'm telling you, that soreness ain't no joke. I played full contact football. That soreness to wake up the next day to feel like a train hit you, bro. Like I'm just saying, Trey. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all talk. Y'all tell me, man. What do y'all think he should hang it up, or y'all think he should keep going?
Yeah, he should tap out. He should go ahead and exit stage right. Stage left.
What you think, Ron?
I don't think I think it's him just being nuts about football.
Oh, nuts about football. Yeah, facts.
The fact that he's in all-time form, like Tom Brady was the best quarterback last year. He led the league in passing yards. He led the league in touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers may have got the MVP, but Tom Brady performed like the best quarterback. And he even went out gunslinging, coming back against the Rams. The Super Bowl could have been Tampa, it should have been in a lot of people's minds. And I just think he needs to retire. He don't to pull a Peyton Manning. So that's a good point. Do we feel like it was the cliff for Tom Brady and this was the last time we see him at elite level, which he was missing weapons, keeping his team together like he was some gorilla glue after they was falling apart, Godwin dropping out, AB dropping out, and Tom Brady still doing things. And going up to San Francisco, where everything is already in place, it just seems like that's the place to walk out, win one more Super Bowl, your hometown team, where you grew up, end your career, full story, full circle. It's a perfect story. Sorry, LA Rams, you will not be repeating next year.
Tom needs to stay exactly where he's at.
Trey is not here for, so you will ride.
He won't. Yeah, he the one.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. If he was there, like I prefer to have. I got Tom 2 years ago. That's completely different. But Tom right now, I'm not feeling it, and I hate to be that person. It's like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, you suck. You know, I hate to be that person.
He said, I'm already getting ready to boo him.
Yeah, so it's like I hate to be that person, but I'm trying to avoid that. So I just prefer, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to do that with Garoppolo until I realized, you know what? One thing I had in the military, right? I got to a point where I felt like it was beyond me as a person to sit up and be like, hence we talking about that first sergeant, which I used to have a go back and forth with. In my mind, I sit up and thought to myself, like, I can't sit up and be like, I don't like her now or like this person now. And then when they do something that I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, I ride for them. Like, yeah, let's get them, let's go. So I had to sit up and make a decision in my mind. And I decided not to like them at the end of the day. I was like, you know what? I could care less about them. And that's what the mindset I went forward with. So I could that you could do this and there, but at the end of the day, I mess with you. And so in this case, I decided at the end of the day, okay, I'll mess with Jimmy Garoppolo. Even though twice and one time in the Super Bowl, he did no different than what Colin Kaepernick did. We got us there, but couldn't complete the feat when we was up. Of course, Colin Kaepernick came from behind, so it was a little bit different. But I was like, you know what? I mess with Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't want to be that person like I don't mess with Tom at the end of the day, and he's quarterbacking for my favorite team. So I would just prefer him to stay where he is and go ahead and enjoy him retirement. Go get your gold jacket, and we look at and see if Aaron Rodgers could become the GOAT in our current era.
Yeah, instead of the GOAT. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Dave. It's about the family too. I think he wants to catch up on life with them. I think Tom has 3 more years, but he's trying to put the family first. But if that's the case, David, if you feel that way in regards to put the family first, why not go ahead and just get on the podium and say you're done? Because that's all everybody's waiting on. Once he comes to the podium and says he's done, then that's when I feel like he'll truly be done. But he's yet to step to the podium. And so if he's thinking about family and I think he, all of that, why hasn't he stepped to the podium yet? Because he has more than enough time to step to the podium.
So Applewhite, I see your comment. We're gonna get to. I want to come back to that.
That's why I took it down because I know.
I got something that we're gonna come back to that. So of course, in the NFL, we talked about last week, talked about Daniel Snyder, owner of the now Washington Commanders. The NFL has hired veteran investigators to look into Daniel Snyder's, and at this point, when they get the findings, they're going to make them public. So if y'all listened to our show last week or week before, we talked about how Daniel Snyder had been investigated before, but because of the content of the investigation, they just did a verbal investigation to help the victims. But now they have decided to do a written one that's going to be, the findings will be released. So I ask you guys, if these findings come back negative, we already know that Daniel Snyder is not the day-to-day person. If these findings come back negative, do you think we'll see the last of Daniel Snyder as a owner of a national football team?
I don't know why you keep forgetting about them good old boys. No, sir. No, sir. That's a fraternity in itself. No, sir.
And Ron with the subtle head shake, like, come on, Trey, stop it.
Yeah, that's a fraternity in itself. You would not. They gonna give him a slap on the hand. They gonna little good old boy me like, hey man, come on, dog. Look, man. Look. This is what we're gonna do. We gonna give you a slap on the wrist. But listen, look, man. You can't mess up these things, man. The good old boys, we come together, man. This is what we do. We coming together for you, bro. But man, look, man, we ain't putting ourselves out on the limb no more. Look, we ain't trying to let no African Americans own any of these teams. And if you keep acting out, we gonna let one of these African Americans get one of these teams, bro. That's not what we want. We the good old boys.
So what I would bring to point. So I believe fairly, like you said, the fraternity. Like you said, there's a fraternity. So, but I also believe in. Please let me guys know if you're wrong. If I'm wrong, or kind of like get me on the compass and with y'all on. I think it's, even if that is the rhetoric, right? I believe someone has to fall on the sword. And so this is why I say that we currently have Ross, who's the Miami owner. He's up for the allegation saying that he was paying to tank games. So we have him. Additionally, last week we just talked about the Dallas Cowboys and their situation with the cheerleaders, the $2.4 million in which they have to give out. But the NFL decided they're not going to investigate the Dallas Cowboys, but yet here they are investigating Daniel Snyder. So again, I think, we have someone's got to fall on the sword for this. Is it going to be Jerry Jones? Is it going to be Daniel Snyder? Is it going to be Ross? Is it going to be Ross and Snyder? Like, we'll take care of you, brother, but hey, someone's got to fall on the sword for this. And like you said, Roger Goodell is up for extension. So
yeah, it's time to go earn that money, Raj. This is what he gets paid $40 million a year for.
Yeah, facts. He got to make moves. He got to make them hard decisions. You're right, Ron. Absolutely, Ron. Right. He got to make them hard decisions on what should be done. What can he do? But then again, I still say, Ron, that when it's all said and done, I still say the good old boys is the ones that's like, all right, look, Roger, we're gonna talk to him, right? Don't try to pull no plugs on him. Look, this is us. We got us. Okay, now y'all know
Jerry Jones is the president of that club.
You know that part.
Go ahead and do Jerry's story, Bishop.
Jerry. Now, Roger, look, I've talked to the boys. We are what we said we are. We live in the dream. We are the good old boys. Roger, you'll never be a part of us. You'll just be the commissioner. Understand that. I understand what Daniel did. I understand what he needs to. We know you need to make some things happen. Don't try to boot him out, sir. Don't do it.
But Jerry, you had someone live in front of a camera.
I don't care, Roger. I don't care.
Of y'all cheerleaders,
Roger. I don't care, Roger. I don't care.
Dealt with. Y'all kept them around,
Roger. This is the good old boy, Rogers. I need you to understand. Look, stay in your lane. You're out your lane right now, Roger. You're out your lane. This is our lane, the good old boy lane, and then there's Rogers' lane. You're in Rogers' lane. Stay in Rogers' lane.
The NFL got so many problems, man.
Oh,
So many problems.
and it won't be fixed anytime soon, Ron. That's the problem. That's my issue. It won't be it won't be fixed anytime soon. Until we get diversity into the ownership, none of those things will be fixed, bro. And that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people may not agree with that, but that's just how I see it.
You know, actually, a lot of people do agree with that, Bishop, because
Okay.
after the whole Colin Kaepernick crisis, I guess I'll call it, a lot of our people started blackballing the NFL. I'm not watching NFL anymore. I'm not watching football, and I always be like, "Well, what you gonna do during the winter?"
You gonna hibernate? What you gonna do? Like, what is your plans for the winter? But then,
however,
go ahead. No, we're going right.
I was gonna say they were right.
Right,
they were right to blackball the NFL. We're done watching it.
But then I know Trey's about to bring it up because it's big news right now. Then you just talked about Ryan. About Colin Kaepernick, and then Ryan Flores gets hired. Isn't that something? Brian Flores. I said Brian Flores. Brian Flores gets hired. Look at
Senior
this.
defensive assistant and linebackers coach for the Pittsburgh
Steelers.
That job is whack.
Yeah, listen to the title. I
don't know how he wasn't defensive coordinator.
Well, so the reason he's not defense coordinator is, if y'all remember at the beginning of the situation, the defensive coordinator for Pittsburgh stated that he had the similar situation. So basically, there's already, I think it's Sherrill or Pearl. So he's there already. So basically, he's his assistant, and he's also the linebacker too. Yeah, he's black too. So he's there, and he's that position, and he's also the linebackers coach.
Boy, if the Pittsburgh Steelers come out with the first ever all black head coaching staff,
boy,
yes,
Tampa Bay was close except for Bruce.
Yep.
Wow.
And I think, but see, this is my thing though, Ron and Trey. Okay, not Bruce, but Flores did all of what he did, and they've allowed him to come back as a BS coach. I'm gonna be honest with you, that, like he said, that title tells it all. However, we still weren't allowed, or they still did not allow Colin Kaepernick to have a chance. Like, come on, man. Like, we talk about blackball, Ron. Like, they really blackball Colin Kaepernick, bro. Like,
so
so
I think you have to take a look at two things in this from this aspect. One being that Pittsburgh has been at the forefront for diversity in the NFL for the most part.
Facts.
It started with the Rooney Rule. So then you have to also look at who hired Brian Flores is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's different. Like, I don't know if Pittsburgh was in a position to hire Colin Kaepernick at that time, but it's basically, that's what you're looking. To me, that's what I'm looking at is Mike Tomlin and the Rooney family are serious about their stance on these situations, and they're doing what they can within their parameters to help. Because at the end of the day, you have to take consideration that Brian Flores still has the class action lawsuit against the NFL, which is the same organization which he works for, somewhat, because he works for an organization that is under the NFL. So it's still there against all the teams, like, at the end of the day. So you have to have a coach that's willing to buy into that. Like, yo, he's going to hurt my livelihood, but I'm giving him a job. And I commend the Rooneys for extending that hand. Mike Tomlin as well, extending that hand, and Brian Flores taking the opportunity. I'm pretty sure he still needs to get checks, so that way he could still continue to build his resume as a coach, and at some point get another position. I'm very sure he's going to get another head coaching position. If he doesn't, of course, it would be a speculation that this is the same treatment which Colin Kaepernick got at the end of the day. So, additionally, did y'all hear, of course, the NFL is going to the combine. NFL combine starts on the 1st of March.
Yep. I didn't think it was
So
that
now
early.
I
Is the
didn't either. I
combine?
looked up.
I thought it was later.
No, it starts first. It starts what, next week or
Next
this
week.
coming
No,
week?
yeah, no, I saw that, but
Yeah.
has it always started then? I thought it was like much
No.
later in March.
No, I think it was later, but now
Okay.
it was right upon us. So, of course, just like the NBA, the NCAA has decided, or NFL has decided to do a combine, a bubble combine, to where it's going to be 4 days based on a 4-day process. The first day, yeah, yes, he's Roger that he's biracial, so he's African American descent.
Mm.
So to answer Anthony Price's question, so what happens is the combine is the first day is going to be testing, where they come in to get medically tested.
Is
The
this
day,
you talking about like a COVID test, or are you talking like
yeah,
what?
COVID
Oh,
test.
okay.
COVID test, because they're putting them in a bubble. So first
Okay.
day they get tested. The second day they go through health protocols. Um, the third day they do the measurements and the workouts and the drills, and then day 4 is when they go back home. So instead of before, they did the everything else on the measurements was one day, then they came and did, or they did different groups on measurements on this day while someone did their drills, but now they're doing it all on the same day to condense it and to keep it in the bubble. So of course what has happened is now they don't want to even have, you have 324 total players that was invited to the combine. 155 of those players are boycotting the combine, or expected to boycott the combine.
Why? What? Why?
Go ahead, Ron.
No, I'm just finding out. So half of the players is boycotting the combine.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I'm just finding that out too.
155 of 324 players are looking to boycott the combine. So what and the NFLPA is backing the agents on them boycotting.
Oh wow! What is the boycott for though, Trey?
Because they're basically saying that they don't have an opportunity to be fully observed and seen in this type of environment. So what's the significance of them coming anyway? So I'm thinking, what you niggas say it, I think what the ideal is that, okay, they're just going to have to show out at pro day. At their respective colleges. Which I was about to say, pro day. For those that don't know, pro day is basically a combine environment
at your school,
at your prospective school, of the athletes. Or like Alabama, I have a pro day. USC, I have a pro day. Oklahoma, I have a pro day. Michigan, I have a pro day. To where they bring out, and that's additionally also they're not performing in front of, because you're only allowed to bring, each individual is only allowed to bring one medical staff person with them to the bubble. Instead, so you don't see all the coaches and stuff like that. It's all tapes. It's not. So it's like, the ideal is that it's limiting the opportunity for everyone to see what the player is capable of, what they're doing, or talk to them, have and all that type. So that's basically what they're looking at.
Well, I think Anthony Price, what the reason, but for the boycott is basically simple fact is like Trey said, they feel like they're not getting they're just due a fair opportunity to be seen. And so that being that they not feel like they're not getting a fair opportunity to be seen, they feel like they should boycott. But I do get where you're coming from, Anthony. Now, as a player, or as players, y'all boycotting something that y'all trying to get into. What does that say for you? Like, now they're already dealing with enough stuff going on in the NFL. So for you to be on this boycott prior to the NFL, look, they might be looking at them like, look, oh man, we don't need these problems. Look, bro, no, look, let's not pick these guys.
So I asked both of you gentlemen, if you had a child or yourself was up for at this combine, would you boycott, or would you advise, or if you were an agent, would you advise your player to boycott?
So Trey, hold on, before I answer that, right? And okay. I know I'm a part of me don't quite understand what do you mean and reason why they boycott. So I understand you said it's going to be a 4-day process, right?
Yes.
So are we saying during that 4-day process, they're not going to, is it going to be, is the combine going, with their 4-day process, is making the combine that much more difficult to see everybody?
No, so what they're doing, well, one, that true because they're not, so that because they're condensing everything, because usually they take time and they have their media day, and during,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course, and then, which they do the interviews and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
then they go and they do their measurements, and then you have a day, which, because you got to think, remember, it was even specific times during the day or a
Mm-hmm.
different day, which you'll see quarterbacks on one
Okay.
day doing the
Right.
drills. You might see, so now what's happening is everyone is doing it on one day.
Oh, okay. Got
And
you.
then
So
you
they're
and
not
you can't.
separated. There's not separating the skilled players
There's
versus the
those, yeah.
linemen.
There's set,
They're
like
not doing.
every, so
Oh,
and
I
it
got
might,
you.
and I think it's going to be condensed to what they're doing too. So they're doing, of course, they're doing their bench workouts where they do the 225 pounds or 220 repetitions, the measurements, the workouts, and all the skills. Of course, the wide receivers, I'm sure, are going to still go through the gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
do the route running, but you got to think, you can't, how can you get all that done in one day? So it's almost like everyone's doing it. So it's like they're feeling that it's going to hinder the process of being able to take a clear, concise look at
Got you.
different people. Like you
But
got to
that,
think, like,
but Trey, doesn't that make for a longer day? Because I don't get it. Because I think the whole reasoning why they did it the way they used to do it was because it was so many players, and that way you did get an opportunity. So I see why they boycott now, because now that makes for an even longer day.
mm-hmm.
Because there's more. If you're trying to condense it and get
And
everybody seen,
there's less people there too, because you
right?
only get to bring one person. So it's like, as opposed before, when you might have brung your coach, assistant coach, maybe someone that you work with at the organization. I mean, at your college, you used to bring them. Now what happens is you only are able to bring one person.
So Anthony Price just brought up a good point, and Ron, you let me hear your take on this as well. What is more important, the combine or your school pro day? And in my opinion, if it's me, right? If it's me, and I've always thought that this was a bit of a disadvantage for quarterbacks, all players except for I would say the skill players. Well, I won't add safeties and DBs. I won't add DBs to this. But in regards to running backs, quarterbacks, and wide receivers, I feel like the pro day is more important than it is the combine. And the reason why I say that is because you look better when you throw into people in which you know their skill level, you know what they're good at and how they come out their breaks, cuts, all of that, because you've practiced and been with them for the past 3 seasons in college. Whereas pro day, you throwing to guys you've never met. Now I get it, or never don't even know nothing about. So I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. That's exactly what you're going to do when you get into the NFL. But however, in the NFL, you're practicing with them, so you get to learn that. Excuse me. Whereas pro day, you don't. So balls that you are missing receivers at may or may not look bad. It all depends on how they look at it. A lot of times we know that they look at mechanics, how they throw the ball, how they catch the ball, what do they do, how they adjust, so forth and so forth and so on. But to me, I feel like the pro day is more important because you have an opportunity. You're in your own environment. You're kind of more comfortable in your own environment. I feel like most players do better in their pro day than they do the combine. What are your thoughts, Ron?
Um, overall, my thoughts is, these are $1 million assets that they seem like they're just kind of rushing and shepherding in to this event to try to get it done and taken care of, and not really putting it out on a much larger scale on how these events need to be held. I don't know if it's pandemic related on why they changed these days or not. But something we always talk about every day is 40 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a combine event. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't just say that the combine's not important. That when we talk about no matter what point of an athlete's career, there's events that we look back on the combine and like, okay, let's measure them, all dating all the way back to this. I feel like both events are equally beneficial to a rookie's career trajectory and going and perform their best in both of them. They go they go hand in hand together. So it's unfortunate, but I feel like now that if half of the players do sit out and don't attend this, then that's an advantage for the
The ones
students
that
that do go. So if I was a parent, I'm like, well, we're gonna sit back and watch the landscape because if half of these folks don't show up, we're gonna show up and rock this thing. We're gonna jump up and hold 30 picks high. Watch, baby.
Right. I totally agree with you on that one.
So I want to ask y'all guys this. These are basically more so basic questions. So I'll ask you these questions. You're a coach. You're a coach that's making $8 million a year. You just won a Super Bowl. The network offers you an opportunity to earn $15 million to come out the coaching, to come off the sidelines, to get into the booth. Are you taking it?
This is starting to feel more like reality, like a personal favorite team of mine.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Are you taking the 15 million? Correction, 15 million plus, possibly. Or are you staying on the sidelines as an opportunity to get another Super Bowl or two for 8 million a pop?
Sean McVay cannot become an icon in the studio booth.
He can't.
Sean McVay has an opportunity to go back-to-back Super Bowl champions, which is probably the hardest thing to do in sports, and become iconic, Trey. Iconic. If he brings back-to-back Super Bowls or even 2 and 3 years, just multiple at any point. People don't realize that what Tom Brady was doing, we ain't going to see ever. And the bar, we don't even realize that. We look at Aaron Rodgers' struggles. Like Aaron Rodgers can't get back to a second one. If you come back and bust out 2 back-to-backs, legend. Mahomes, he can't get. We thought Mahomes is going on year 5. We thought he was going to win one for the past 3 years. No, these things don't come like that.
It's not easy.
Brady spoiled us.
So, and I completely get what you understand what you're saying. So do you? But correct me if I'm wrong. Did not Romo go into the booth and become even more luminous at that point, or is that just you think lightning in a bottle?
Oh man, that's a good aspect to look at. I don't feel like if Tony Romo could have picked his career and recorded in the studio or a Super Bowl, which one you think he picked?
Okay, I got you. Especially for who he's playing for.
The part is he kind of got his job stole, and Jerry was mad about it. Like the Cowboys was primed for a Super Bowl, and that was Romo's team, and Dak took him to go lose to the Packers in that Dez Bryant game, of course. But Tony Romo, he was a bad boy back when he retired. He got that bad injury and he had to go out.
I know I'm probably going to start something. Was that a catch?
Even if it was the catch, did the Cowboys even win the game? They were down.
Okay. Watch it.
I definitely
I'm sure Applewhite to jump in here, but yeah, okay, I got you.
Let's go Applewhite, but it definitely was a catch. It was a catch. I don't know why he had possession of the ball the entire time, man.
Look at the Bishop. No, it wasn't a catch.
Out of here. that was a catch, man. But yeah. The Cowboys was not destined to win because they did Tony Romo dirty. Stole his job.
Zach brings this point up. $8.5 million last year, but more money and less stress in the booth. But you're talking about icon. We gotta talk about icons can't avoid stress. It got to be in a moment. So you saying that to be iconic or to be okay? But to be iconic, he needs to stress to be iconic.
Exactly. The stress is not that bad on the back end of things when you realize you're competing for championships. If I'm Sean McVay, keep my job in the booth nice and cozy for me. I will be there in 2 to 3 years, but I am coaching as long as Aaron Donald is playing football.
Yeah, let me get
Plain
that.
and
Let me get that. Let me get that Draymond Green deal.
the Draymond Green sign me for 2 years from now. Let's go. Oh man, shout out Draymond. Shout out.
Smart way to do things, businessman and the player at the same time. So what we go as we so let's play a little game. We got free agents that's coming up. So what I'm going to do is ask you, do you think this free agent is going to be a bust when even with their current team, or if they get signed, or or is he going to be, so is he going to be good to go,
Oh, this is
or
fun.
oh no, a good
Let
to
me get
go
my
or oh
stats
no?
ready.
Okay, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Let's do
First
this.
first player, Marcus Mariota, backup quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. Is he going to be a good to go or oh no, free agency bust?
Oh no, don't hire Marcus unless you bringing him in the hot to hold the clipboard, and he's getting ready to become a quarterbacks coach or something.
So no, basically no. All trust is lost in Mariota. He's not. He's no longer a potential starter anywhere in the NFL.
Right, there's too many young cats that deserve an opportunity over him. He's 28. He's not 30 yet, so I'm giving
Okay.
him a 2 year. 2 year. I can see what y'all doing, but no, we're not bringing in Marcus.
Okay. Okay.
He's had his opportunity.
Next, offensive lineman, New England Patriots, Trent Brown. Good to go or oh no?
Now, the Patriots had a great offensive line. He's only 28. He's good to go.
Good to go. Okay, keeping Trent Brown. He's going to be a good bust. I mean, he's going to be a good free agent pickup. All right, next player, Anthony Barr, linebacker, Minnesota Vikings. Good to go or oh no?
We might have to relook at this Trent Brown case.
Oh, he's a problem. I think he gave up a lot of sacks, didn't he? Or it was something. I know it was an issue, I believe.
He has not played a full season in a long time.
Still a consistent player, as Applewhite says.
Anthony Brown. He has 4 career sacks in the 5 years that he's been in the NFL. 9 interceptions. This past year, he had 3. We're gonna have to let Anthony Brown go. What's his contract?
Oh, he's a free agent. He's up for free agency. That's what. So you think he'll be a bust going somewhere, or do you see him going? What do you see Anthony Barr in LA on that lined up?
If he's taking a veterans minimum, this could be a possible asset. But if he's taking
Okay.
up roster space, he's not an impact player.
Okay, so we got 2 no-nos, one good to go. Next, Dante Fowler, defensive end, Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, he can go. We're cleaning the house in
Oh,
Atlanta.
it's time to go. Everyone, if it Matt Ryan too, even though I know it's time for Mac to go too.
Everybody but Pitts. We have one player we're prioritizing on this roster.
Okay. So that's three good, 3 oh-nos and one good to go. Next, or last one. I might have know your answer already. Cordell Patterson, wide receiver, running back for Atlanta Falcons.
So just to go back on Dante Fowler, Falcons DN linebacker, his stat line is all zeros across the board.
Oh, so he's actually
4 sacks last year, 36 combined tackles, no interceptions, no. Well, he did have 3 forced fumbles. We could talk a number. I would be interested. Wait, what's his age?
Dante Fowler he's pretty young because Yeah,
27.
he's from Clemson when they had their run.
I'm going into conversation talks with him very hard and stern because I don't know. He's 27. He hasn't improved or had a highlight year yet. I would love to keep you around and be, some what's it called? Continuity. You've been here. You know what we're about, but we'll see. But Cordell Patterson, excuse me, the Falcons have 2 players to prioritize.
Okay, I figured that. So yeah,
Cordell
Cordell's
is
an asset.
a bad boy, man. Yeah, that's their offense. That's all they
Yes.
need going into next year. Cordell, Pitts. Hopefully Ridley comes back. Get another wide receiver to pair with that, and make sure the offensive line is good.
Okay. So let's play a little game. Call this
Another
GM
game.
Haven. Yes, GM Haven. So in this, I want you're going to put on 3 caps. You will put a GM cap for 3 different organizations. And what you get is you get to trade one player away and bring in one player to make your organization good. We're under the assumption of whatever move you make is going to be successive to where Bishop is back. You listen up. You can do it. Whatever move you make is going to be successful. But the only thing is you cannot trade one player to another team to set up and bring players in ultimately to a team to make a super team. So it has to be to separate teams. So
What are we doing? What happened?
3 teams. GM Haven. You're gonna put in your GM hat. You
Okay.
get an opportunity. You get an opportunity to. You gonna select 3 teams in which, if you were the GM, select one player to trade away and bring a player back. Who would that be? Under the expectation that every trade is possible to happen, but the only thing is you cannot bring said player to the same team as you done brought another player to. So 3 different teams make a trade and bring in who you think would make that team better. I.e., Jimmy Garoppolo traded to you're going to go to San Francisco, you're going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo for Christian McCaffrey. But you can't go to Green Bay and end up trading Aaron Rodgers to San Francisco at some point. He has to go. If you want to make that trade, he has to go to a different team.
These rules just got complicated, Trey, but let's go.
Let's go. That's what you got to put on your thinking cap. Matter of fact, I'll go first. 3 teams. Off the dome, like I'm at URL. First one. Christian McCaffrey to the Las Vegas Raiders for Jacobs. Christian for Jacobs. Los Angeles Raiders.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. That will be my first one. My second one. Devontae Adams to San Francisco for
Debo Sanders.
For Brandon Ayuk. Hell no, I'm not finna.
No, he's fired.
He's fired.
And
GM, what are we doing?
Then the last one will be I'm in Philadelphia. No, correction. I'm in Washington. And I'm trading Heineke from Garoppolo.
Okay. Ron, you can go first. Oh, hold on. We got some trades on here. Let's see.
Landon Collins for Russell Wilson. Ooh. That's an interesting one.
Why in the world would we bring Russell Wilson to the Commanders?
Of all places to go.
I know, right? Of all places, no. Ron, you got yours? Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I don't have mine. And the way Trey just did it just blew my mind on the rules of this game, Trey. But
Yes,
I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
3 NFL dream trades, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
First player that I want to see get traded, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Where you
I'm
sending him?
guessing if the reports is Tom Brady is coming, I would assume that it will have to be a sign and trade because he's still under contract with Tampa Bay. I don't think you can just say I'm retiring and then go to a new team because we'll see some shenanigans every year in the NFL.
Facts. Right.
You're under the assumption that it's going to go through no matter what. It's a fantasy trade.
That's a trade.
So, of course, I'm trading Jimmy G for Tom Brady. If I'm not trading Jimmy G for Tom Brady, I'm trading him to the Steelers.
Oh,
Look at
for
this.
who?
Trey will be fired as a GM. LOL in 2 years. They said he's
if they do that, I'm coming back with a class action lawsuit. So it's good.
Here we go. I'm trading Jimmy G if I'm a 49er to the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers would give up TJ Watt for Jimmy G. Of course not. But
it doesn't make a difference. That's why it's only a one-way trade.
We definitely could use one of them DBs out in San Francisco.
Ooh, can you imagine a TJ Watt in a Bosa? Oh my
on the
God!
same field together.
That's like Ron Miller. That's like Von Miller and Donald.
No, that is not like that.
Yes, that is.
So my next trade is free Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, what's he doing?
If the Saints,
so you trading him up? You trading Alvin Kamara off Green Machine?
Trade him out of Green Machine or to
Green Machine? Because he's gonna be playing for Green Machine in a couple of weeks.
He's talking about the longest yard.
Oh man, stop it! That is another good reason to trade him. Absolutely.
Yeah, he talking about the longest yard.
They gonna take care of Alvin. All he did was beat somebody up. He gonna be able to play. Come on, we done let Greg Hardy play in the NFL after. We don't even need to go into his allegations.
His shenanigans, yeah.
The Saints need to blow it up. I don't know if they're gonna bring back Jameis. They're paying that quarterback / wide receiver / tight end $70 million to play quarterback. I don't know if Michael Thomas is coming back. I feel like he should say release me. He should go on to greener pastures. Free Alvin Kamara. Let's trade him.
Where's he going?
I got 2 teams in mind.
Okay. Who that?
Kansas City Chiefs. But I want to see him go to Buffalo. They're hurting that running back. They don't have no consistency. They have a lot of weapons on defense. They have a lot of weapons on offense. A lot of trade talks that we can talk.
Who you sending in the new for Kamara?
A defensive package. I feel like we want to keep everything intact.
Okay.
Our defense, they got a top 5 defense. They can give up some pieces. The crazy part is they got top 5 defense, and defense isn't the core of their team. It's Josh Allen putting up 45 points against the Chiefs. My next one. Woo! Who's somebody I need to get moved? Can I hold on to my last one? Bishop GM, what you got?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So my first trade, and y'all ready for it? It's a blockbuster trade, baby.
This dude's probably for send Jalen
blockbuster trade. No. My blockbuster trade is Russell Wilson for Dak Prescott. Russell Wilson for Dak Prescott. Second.
Can I comment on that one?
Yeah, of course.
If I'm Jerry Jones and I'm trading my elites
Hold on, Ron. Look at this.
Ron, you would be fired so quick for getting rid of Alvin Kamara. I said free Alvin Kamara. They need to let him go. He's just gonna waste his career in New Orleans, man. You know, why would I go for Russell Wilson when the younger, more elite, more attractive, more faster option is out there, and he already said he wants to come play for the Cowboys, Kyler Murray. If I'm trading Dak, ain't I'm trading him for Kyler?
I can see that. I can see that, Ron. I can see that.
Get me out of Arizona, get me to Dallas.
I can see that. He is a Texas boy. I can see that.
He even said the only way I come back and play for Arizona is if y'all trade for CeeDee Lamb. I'm just like, what? What are you talking about?
Oh, no, not CeeDee Lamb. No. Now, my second trade, blockbuster trade, would be Adams.
Why everybody trading Adams?
Because he's a free agent for one.
Out of Green Bay.
Yeah. Let him go. Adams for y'all already know. I gotta go to my Philadelphia Eagles, man. Adams for what's my man's name? Golly. I just had
Diego Whiteside.
No. It could be Whiteside or
Rigger.
Rigger. Either one of them two. Either one of them. Maybe even both. Give it some upside. Give it some upside. Maybe even both.
You know they're gonna ask for Devontae.
Who gonna ask for Devontae?
Green Bay. If they're trading their best wide receiver, they're gonna ask for our best wide receiver.
That's Devontae.
Oh yeah. No, but that's not gonna happen.
The last pick.
Yeah, now my last trade would be. Y'all ready for this? Go ahead and give me Aaron Donald.
GM of the Year award. Is this what this trade gonna be?
Let me
Donald.
We know Aaron Donald's. He's talking about retirement and all that good stuff. I feel I can bring him over here. I think I can bring him over here to good old.
Don't you do it?
What? Bring him on over there to good old Kansas City.
Oh.
Bring him over to Kansas City. Let him play with a winning team as well, and see if he can make some things out. Now, in regards to who I'm giving Aaron Donald for, I don't know. I can't say that part because I don't know who Kansas City would be willing to give up for Aaron Donald, especially defensively. It wouldn't be nobody offensively.
I was about to say trading for McCole Hardman.
No, we want Kelsey.
Ooh, you asking for a lot, bro. Kelsey.
Y'all asking for the best player in the dang NFL. You're lucky I didn't say Kelsey and the cheetah. we want the elephant and the cheetah.
No, I can't give you both now. I give you one. Kelsey? That's a hard giveaway.
We'll take Kelsey next to Cooper Kupp.
I'll take that back. Trade Bishop, Rigger, and Adams is a bad trade. I'll take that back. Trade Bishop, Rigger, and Adams is a bad. No, it's not. It's a good trade. What does he say? You're flirting with getting fired also. Good show, fellas. See you tomorrow. All right, Freddie, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Take care. All right. So lastly, casualty cap. So what I want to do, I'm gonna give you 4 names. Y'all gonna tell me if it's let them go or keep them on the squad. 4 names. That's it. As we get into next up with this NBA, this All-Star game weekend, I'm very sure there's a lot to talk about on this. So last one, the NFL. Keep them or let them go. Amari Cooper, wide receiver, Dallas Cowboys.
Keep them.
Should they keep them or let them go?
Keep them. If they smart, they better keep them.
This dude's stupid.
This is why we don't have no black Jim. Stop, Anthony. Come on, man.
Cowboys had one of their most successful offensive seasons, and yet they still got so many areas to build and improve. So keep them.
You let. Oh, okay.
X says keep them.
Minnesota, Zadarius, not Minnesota. Is it Green Bay? Zadarius Smith. Keep him or let him go.
Who was that?
Linebacker for Green Bay.
Let him go.
That sounds like a Philadelphia. That sounds like he's going to Philadelphia is on the clock.
I say let him go. He gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Mari's not
really,
out.
AP? Really,
You
AP?
ready to
That's
let him
how
go?
you feel?
Come on,
That's
you
how
gotta
you
think this is
feel?
the same guy that said
That what's his
Pollard
name?
was
Yeah.
But
And
there's no wide receiver you could bring in that would be an upgrade. The closest would be is if
for Amari Cooper.
the closest would be if you somehow stole Godwin, who's coming off an injury, or a Michael Thomas out of New Orleans, but that's not even an upgrade over Amari. So ultimately, Applewhite, you're saying you're okay with downgrading Dallas's offense.
Pretty much. Agreed.
Next one. Last two happen to be receivers. Cole Beasley, wide receiver, Buffalo Bills. Keep him or let him go?
Keep him.
I'm keeping Cole.
I'm keeping him.
I'm keeping Sedarius too.
Are you serious, Applewhite? Stop drinking, bro. That's so early in the morning.
Is he saying is a top receiver?
Is a top receiver?
Yeah, he's saying he is. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one that y'all could pick up that would be close to Amari.
Yeah.
Last one. Keep him or let him go. Jarvis Landry, wide receiver, Cleveland Browns.
So I would say let him go because I don't think he's going to do anything with I don't think he's going to do anything with
You think it's over now with him and Baker?
In Cleveland. I don't think Jarvis. Okay. I don't think nothing's going. So I say let him go. Find somewhere else. And that's a good pick. Now Jarvis Landry for Amari Cooper might be a good one too.
You're not feeling it, Ron?
I don't know. They're both always getting injured though. That's
facts.
Awfully injured, yeah.
Who's gonna be more available? But Amari barely available himself.
As it is, right. And I think Landry's been more healthy than Amari.
Dallas need prayer.
Y'all need a lot.
The altar. They got elite quarterback, elite running backs, great line, elite linebackers, elite DBs, elite coaching, elite ownership. They still can't get it done.
So, of course, we know this weekend was the All-Star weekend for the NBA. All-Star in Cleveland, set off in Cleveland.
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
So, a couple of awards. Let's start off with the awards that was given, these special awards. Let me know if you believe this was a good look, or was it? Did you think it was a publicity, or do you honestly think yes, this is definitely a good look? Look, first award giving, which was called the Kobe and Gigi Bryant WNBA Advocacy Award, presented to Chris Paul of the Houston of Phoenix Suns. Do you think that was a good? He was a deserving. I would have actually thought. I thought my man Kyrie Irving puts on more for the WNBA than Chris Paul does.
Well, they not finna give Kyrie nothing, no way, until he get that shot. They ain't giving because ain't nobody trying to get close to Kyrie. So ain't nobody they not gonna give Kyrie nothing until he get that shot. I feel like he got a CP3. I don't have a problem with him getting that award.
Okay, Dikembe Mutombo Global Ambassador Award.
No. What you know, get Dikembe the award.
So of course y'all know Dikembe is a huge has been the driving force behind the basketball in Africa, or basketball the BAL, that's in which is a subsidiary for the NBA in overseas, I guess you could say. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Legends Social Justice Award.
The NBA just making up awards, man.
Yeah, these awards are irrelevant, bro. They really are.
Is this the first
irrelevant to us?
annual?
All first. Yeah. So I think it
that's
was
just
built around the 75th anniversary team. Hence the reason the name's Legends, because the last one, which I asked is if y'all believe he is deserving of it, was the Legend of the Year award, and it was given to none other than the logo,
Jerry West.
Jerry West.
Legend of the Year.
Sure, NBA. Sure.
Yeah. I'm like Ron. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So of course, I think it was just to continue to play homage in the what is more of a millennial based world, and just gave it with the social justice. Of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, if you think about everything which he done while he was playing and continues to do as a in his later age, and then West, I guess he's still the one of few that still put on. I'm very sure it was other people when you look at Michael Jordan, Pat Riley, uh, that are on the 70-15 that probably could have been given this award as well. So there was a chock full of events during the NBA All-Star Weekend, a couple of competitions. Before we get into these competitions, gentlemen, which was your favorite competition the All-Star Weekend, if you watched?
I will tell you this. It wasn't a damn slam dunk contest. It wasn't that. It damn sure wasn't that. No, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Trey. I know you had given us earlier in the week the just on what was about to take place of the NBA All-Star Weekend. And at first I was like, when you was telling me about the the Rising Star Challenge and not the Rising Star Challenge, but the rookie challenge, and the rookies and the sophomores and all of that. I will say I liked it better after seeing it compared to how I thought it was going to be. I did. I liked it a lot. I really liked it. It was good to see, them play all 3 games that night and get them out the way. And I liked it. It was good. It was very entertaining to watch the freshmen or the rookies, should I say, and then to watch the sophomores.
The 7-man teams.
Yeah, 7-man. It was definitely a good game. I will say that. So that was a highlight.
The rookie challenge.
Yeah.
Team Barry in the winning. What you think of the Rising Star Challenge, Ron?
Loved it. Loved every second of All-Star Weekend.
And dunk contest too?
Loved every second. NBA did a great job as always.
You must be positioned. Are you up for a job with the NBA or something?
You ain't lying, because that dunk contest
not trying to ruin my chances. I'll say that at least.
The dunk contest was doo-doo.
Adam Silver, we know you watching it, sir. So yeah, that the Rising Stars competition when we started with was phenomenal. I was glued in. I was watching every second because I'm like, okay, they separated the teams. These rookies is showing up and they is not playing around, and they were going at it. Cade Cunningham, the blue team, whatever they were. Now all the different team names and all of that got a little bit.
So you had team Isaiah, team Worthy, Team Barry, and
Team Wilkins.
And Tim Wilkins, yeah. And
so Team Barry and Team Isaiah was the one that was in the finals, I think.
Right.
Yeah, they was going hard. I forget.
I actually had my money on Team Worthy. I thought they would have been a better team, but of course the demise
they came up short. Yeah, they came up a little short, but it was still a good game between both of them.
I definitely think they need to eliminate the ability to win the game at the free throw line in that type of competition.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah,
because that's basically how both those games was. Well, the first one, the team Isaiah versus Team Worthy was won at the free throw line.
Right,
so.
right.
Two
on the games won from the free throw line.
What's up now?
Wasn't 2 of the games won from the free throw line?
I think so. You're right. So I was correct. Yeah. 2
of the games won from the free throw line because old boy hit it. The one dude hit it. He only needed one shot and he hit it and won the game for him. Yeah. What I will say this though, Ron and Trey, what do y'all feel about the celebrity challenge, celebrity all-star game?
I didn't expect my guy from Cleveland.
He's a baller.
Garrett. Oh,
I didn't
Myles Garrett.
expect him to be walking around looking like the Incredible Hulk on the basketball court.
But the boy got hops. He had like 5 dunks in the game.
Yeah,
Myles Garrett, Myles Garrett can
I
get
thought
up,
he
man.
was.
And be
I
so
thought he
busy.
was a clear MVP. Some dude that I don't even know on the MVP of the game. I'm just like, that makes no sense.
The Peloton dude.
The
But
Peloton, yeah, that's what the Peloton dude.
But maybe he was out there hooping. I didn't catch much of that game.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't either. I caught the back
we were
part.
too busy. I watched it. He was too busy. I was too busy watching Myles Garrett dunking like it wasn't nothing. Like this dude, like you say, he did look like the Incredible Hulk. But my God, to be as big as he is, he can get up.
Yeah, that dude is massive.
Might need to put him at tight end.
Facts. Facts.
So, of course, what did you think of the skills challenge? Team Cleveland, which was made up of Even Mobley, represent Darius Garland and Jared Allen versus the Antetokounmpo brothers versus the Rooks, the rookie team composed of Josh Giddey, who was there? Josh Giddey, who was their team? The Toronto Raptors, Barnes, and who was the other one? Their other player,
Barnes is so
Giddey.
goofy, man.
I
He's my favorite player from this past weekend, man.
I didn't get to see that. I didn't see the skills challenge. I didn't see that one.
Cleveland won.
Oh,
Yeah.
Garland, Mobley.
Yeah.
They was
And
out
Allen.
there looking prime. I was like, ooh, look at Cleveland representing, doing their thing out east this year. I was like, okay, these young bucks is here.
So I definitely actually had. I thought it would have been the rookies. They were good actually. I thought they was going to take it, but of course, they competed the 3-point in 5 seconds compared to their 8 seconds, the half court shot on the second attempt from from
Mobley hit the half court shot. It was nuts.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That gave them the edge and where so it's like okay, and then of course we get closer to this for the meat and potatoes, the Big Cat KAT, the new 3-point champion for 2022.
That's crazy.
Gentlemen, what do you say about that? All those shooters.
That's crazy.
Was it based on the fact of there wasn't really shooters in this competition?
Absolutely.
And Cat, are we going to say that?
There
really?
was shooters.
Trey, Kennard.
We got it. If Steph wasn't in it, Clay wasn't in it. We need the true champions of the 3-point contest to go up against Cat. Trey has never won the 3-point contest. We talking about people who's still in the league that's winning. Would he have won against Trey? Would he have won against Steph or Clay? Hell no. Hell no. He wouldn't have won against Steph or Clay.
Ron, you have the floor.
Bishop is just too much, man.
I'm just saying though, bro.
So we can't have a legitimate shooting contest without Steph or without Clay.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm mind blown because the competition was tight. It was a great competition, and Karl Anthony Towns put up one of the all-time highest scores. I mean, I'm mad he didn't get to the 30, but he got 29. Yeah, he put up an all-time performance. And at the same time, he was out there running that yapper. He was talking smack to Shaq. He's like, Shaq, I told you.
He didn't have no pressure. He didn't have no pressure. When you can go into like come on, Trey, Ron, be honest. If y'all go into a 3-point contest, right, knowing how your 3 is or whatever, you real confident about your 3, and then you go up against somebody that you know you've seen in the league and that you feel like you can actually pretty much win, of course. But if you going up into the 3-point contest against against Steph and against Clay, knowing that these boys, especially when you see Steph come up sitting over there waiting on his turn, bro, the pressure is on you because you know when Steph touches the ball, as we seen in the All-Star game alone, you know when he steps on the court, it's about to be some noise, bro. It's about to be some noise.
Right. Of course, you're gonna have more pressure if you know Steph is coming up behind you. Of course, you're gonna have more pressure in the dunk contest if you know LeBron James is about to show up after your dunk. However, Carl Anthony Towns did let it be known he got a crown this past weekend.
Well
He is
deserved
the best shooting big man on the planet. Well, I
in the
don't know.
league. Yeah.
We can't because that doesn't include KD, even though he is
Right.
7 foot. He's not considered a big man forward.
Right.
But yeah, Carl Anthony set up the platform. Next year, the best shooting big man will be here. Steph, where you at?
Let's hope. Let's hope. But this is my thing right here. This is my question for both of y'all.
No, the dunk contest was fun.
That junk was trash.
Now the dunks were trash. They had
Trash.
some highlights.
Trash. They not even showing them on Sports Center, bro. They showing all the misses, so you know that it was trash. They not even showing the bit like who had the phenomenal dunks or nothing. They showing who missed the dunks.
We
Like
know
that
dunk
was
contest goes like the stock market. We get great ones like every 5 years. And it's telling me it's worth it. Like the down years when we had Dwight Howard and what's the little dude's name that's like 5'9"? Took him like 20 tries to get his dunk.
From New York. He used to be from the Knicks.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson, yes.
Right.
Knocked out Nate.
Telling me you wanted to abandon the dunk contest during those years. Well, I guess Dwight Howard, a star showing up, made it different back then too, because you had that star feeling compared to now. But if we would have abandoned those dunk contests, we would have never got. He said, "Ron, go take your dunk contest."
No, he said,
"No,
go take a drug test,
we
please."
literally just got Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon back-to-back years. Nah, what was that? 13 and 14 and 15. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, those years were priceless. Like going through all of the muck to get to those, we actually enjoyed the dunk contest. Especially I enjoyed the dunk contest. They had some fun dunks. And maybe it wasn't a good dunk contest, but I know in like 2-3 years, it's gonna be nuts. Ja Morant's gonna come out, maybe Zion, Anthony Edwards. The stars are gonna come out. We got to get through these rough ones. Why are you trying to get rid of our dunk contest, Bishop?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. It's like if the people that went to the dunk contest, man, I know that, or went to the All-Star weekend,
I would have been disappointed.
Yeah, but you paid big money and you saw some trash, bro. For us at home, okay, we could deal with it. We ain't pay for nothing. But for those that did, bro, I just gotta say, man, the dunk contest wasn't.
But being there. It was a good event. They had DJ Khaled come out before the dunk contest. The concert was all right. Had Lil Baby up in there. It was a good event.
Hey, Ron. Speaking of which, tell me if you felt the same, right? Because we know during the Super Bowl, right? We know during the Super Bowl they come out with some, one of the biggest anticipated things during Super Bowl weekend or Super Bowl Sunday is the fact that they have, commercials that everybody want to see. Was it just me, or did the NBA weekend, All-Star weekend, have some commercials that we hadn't seen before that was kind of interesting?
Oh, none comes to mind.
Oh, I saw a couple of ones. I can't actually remember all of them, but it was a few of them that I liked, man. Of course, we know during the NFL or during the Super Bowl, we know they always play they always give you the movie premieres and stuff like that. We know that takes place a lot, but to me, I just felt like maybe they were repeat from the Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe they were some repeat commercials from the Super Bowl and that I might have missed. But
which ones? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I was telling Ron that I felt like the NBA All-Star game this weekend tried to show out with some commercials as well. Some nice commercials that I hadn't seen. I felt like that they kind of let me put on the boots and dunk like that was lame.
Anthony.
So hold up, I see this by Anthony. So this is what I say. We're Anthony. It hit Zach. We're Anthony. Comment. So this is what I believe. Right. If you go take a look, I'm sorry, I was off for a second. If you take a look at some of the dunkers, like the street dunkers, they're being creative and coming up with different dunks.
Very creative.
I would that's what I would urge is one of the things I had said
Anthony is wrong since we keeping this up.
So one of the things which I think about it, take in consideration is I think it's
another one.
You're right, bro.
So
DJ
I just think,
real quick, Trey, my bad.
Yeah,
DJ
go ahead.
was out there giving us his trials and testimonies. I was like, shut up, DJ Khaled. Don't nobody want to hear your story. Just play the music.
I'm trying to. I won't even hold you. I was thinking to myself, like, how did DJ Khaled? Is it because he was able to pull all these people together? Because and then I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, Monet, she hot now, huh? She done sit up and did a bid on Power, and now she's in high demand for all the sports halftimes.
Right.
Yeah. Monet is a beast right now, bro.
Of course, if y'all know, Monet is actually Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, for those who ain't, you
ain't on the Power verse. Get down with the Power verse.
Get down with it. Get down with it.
But yeah, so that's interesting. But back to what we were talking about, I think like there's plenty of creativeness with the street dunkers, in which I think they need to go away. Maybe street dunk versus the NBA or something like that. Like
that would be hot.
It needs to be a new injection into the slam dunk contest. Like I see Bishop put up the thing. What they need to do, I think they need to do that for the most part, or get dunkers like Ja Morant said they're gonna have to raise the rim.
He did say that. He did say that because Reggie Miller asked him, could he please, Reggie Miller's please like 10 times. He said, please, Ja, could you please get in next year's NBA dunk contest? And that's when Ja was like, yeah, I think the rim is a little too low.
So I asked you this real quick. Is even kind of off script. For the odds for a good slam dunk contest, who's 4 people you think could get in next year that's going to set it off?
Ja, for sure. Ja.
Okay.
It's too many candidates. Like, this is bad on the NBA. I don't understand their recruiting.
Who they got?
Mm-hmm. They got plenty of names. It's like, are they?
I think Donovan's too injured now to put on a show for real.
Right.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
But
I think ultimately, Go ahead.
I think you could put, I think you could put in Ja. I definitely think you could put in Tatum. I say Zach should go back, even though I know he's a champion.
No, you gotta have an actual solidified champion, a challenger, somebody that's shown and proven that they can compete at his level for him to come back out of retirement.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
If Ja was to go and dominate and then be like, I want Zach, I'm like, oh.
It called him out, like bring him out.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Zach. I'd like to see Aaron come back, even though I don't know if that's possible. Aaron, Zach, Ja, and
LaMelo would be a good dunk contest dunker.
You think so, LaMelo? I was about to say I would like to bring Obi back, even though he probably be dominated.
I think I think Zion once if he's healthy.
I think Zion's going to be pure power.
I don't know, bro.
I think Donovan.
Wasn't that what Dominic was though? Pure power. When he did it, when he went up against Mike, it was pure power.
I think we could throw Ben Simmons in a dunk contest.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, Ben Simmons. Yeah, Ben Simmons.
He might do a layup.
Ben, I was about to say Ben get up like that.
Yeah. Ben Simmons.
Ben's a dunker, man.
Oh yeah, Ben Simmons definitely gets a dunker. I would even say DeMar DeRozan. DeMar.
Okay, DeMar. Yeah, bring DeMar back. Okay,
he's past his time, man.
So
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, Ron.
Opposite side of the spectrum. What's your all time with who's currently your 3-point shootout? Who we bringing?
Steph.
Okay. Oh, Seth, you putting Seth in there? Steph.
Yeah, I think Seth will give his brother Clay. Definitely, I think Seth will give Steph a run. Steph, Clay,
Joe Johnson in Brooklyn.
Dame.
Bro, Dame. Tom is in Brooklyn. What about you, Trey? Ice Trey?
Trey, yeah, I put Trey back in there.
Okay, two more.
I'm gonna throw Luka in there just for the star.
Luka, yep, Luka.
Okay.
I put Luka in there.
Okay,
I
one
put
more.
Luka in.
What would be a good one? Last one.
Carl Anthony, you got to put the champion in there.
Put the champ in there, yeah, for the big
Why
man.
not?
Represent for the big
Why
man.
not? Yep, why not?
Who in that?
Huh?
Who's winning that that 3-point shootout?
Steph, without question, bro.
You think so? I don't know. Clay might give him a run for his money. Even
Clay
Cat
might, but
showed that
it's
he
gonna
might
be
give
out
him
of them too. It's gonna be out of them too. I totally agree.
you think Cat can give him a run for it?
I don't know, man.
I was trying, but after we gonna get to it. But after what he did last night, ain't no way, bro. When that dude becomes unconscious, it's a wrap. You might as well. It's good night.
What? Who?
Clay. I mean, Steph.
Oh yeah.
When he's in the zone, it's over. It's
bro,
over.
you can cancel. Yeah, if he's hitting him, just call it a night, bro. If he's hitting, just call it a night, bro. Like, serious.
KD's team learned that last night. I guess that's a perfect transition.
Of course, there you go. You on point. That's what my man's in them. So, of course, last night we seen the NBA's All-Star game as Team LeBron took on Team Durant in Cleveland 2022, and LeBron was able to walk with a "This is for you" as the Team LeBron walked away with the 160-163 dub as Steph Curry put on a shooting clinic. If you wasn't watching, you missed greatness as this man was shooting from anywhere. You don't recognize, I don't know if you recognize how hard it is to shoot the ball and turn around and walk off while it's in mid-air. He did it twice. He broke the all-time three during the All-Star game twice in the same game. It was only 2 points from breaking the all-time scoring record for the NBA All-Star game. Of course, Team Durant was led by Joel Embiid, 36 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, additional help, 20 points from Devin Booker, 18 from LaMelo Ball, 17 from DeJounte Murray. But besides that, he really ain't need help. Zach LaVine contributed with 12 points. As he said, Steph Curry, 50 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. LeBron James, 24 points, 30 for Giannis. And actually, he didn't get no help after that. Darius Garland, 13 points, 10 from Jared Allen, and additionally 10 from Nikola Jokic. Guys, what was the best part of the All-Star game that y'all seen?
Right there, what I just put up.
Curry.
He carried the team. He carried the team, bro. Come on, man. This dude
is this.
Bro, we've never witnessed shooting of that magnitude in the history of the NBA, bro. We've never witnessed shooting like that, bro. We've not. Don't taking nothing away from the Ray Allens to the Larry Birds to the, you know what I'm saying, to the, Paul Pierce's and all. We've never witnessed shooting of that magnitude in an NBA All-Star game. Ever. Bruh, he carried the team, man. He carried the team. 50 points. They was trying to get him. They were trying to get him the record, and he
yeah. I was going to say, can we talk about that? Because when you put Curry, Giannis, LeBron, Luka, the Joker, I can keep going on one team. You don't think that the other team is going to be able to keep up and compete? However, they did have a man by the name of Joel Embiid on Team KD who was balling as well. And Curry, who curried the team, his fire went out towards the end of the game because I'm like, yo, Steph, you got to get 51 points.
Yeah.
And he could not do it. He burned out, and they actually let Team KD come back. When LaVine came down and hit that 3, I think, to make it a 1-point game, I was like, oh, they done got curried up because they were trying to get Curry to the points.
Almost cost him.
I don't know if I want to say he carried the team because we know that bad man that brought it home.
And then also you got to take in consideration. I guess I think we
Here
can't.
we
What we
go.
cannot leave out is the simple fact of KD wasn't actually, he didn't play,
He wasn't there. He didn't play. Yep.
so you got to
He
take that in
didn't play. That
consideration
was
as
that
well.
was that was huge. Yeah, I think
He
we
played,
had a
they would have
totally
won. They would have won.
yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been a totally
But then
different
again,
outcome.
also let's take a look at who else DP can play.
Who?
Oh no, he didn't even make it.
Who?
Chris Paul. But I was about to say
Chris Paul did play.
James Harden didn't play.
Chris Paul did play.
Oh, he did. Okay, so
Yeah, he
James
played. He
Harden
didn't do
didn't
nothing.
play.
He he didn't fracture that thumb from that hit with
6
that
8
game he
weeks.
got injected.
6 8 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't effective, but he played. He did play. He didn't play a lot, but he played.
So it was very interesting, but of course, like they put on a good showing. I was thoroughly impressed with the All-Star game in itself.
Did you like the concept? Did y'all like the concept of how they played the game this year?
Yeah, so that's the second time they've done that, where they kind of like added the Elam ending, taken from the PBT basketball tournament. Excuse me. So I could kind of get that. I like the concept, the thought. Of course, the 3 quarters and then the fourth quarter. It's go time if it's competitive to keep it competitive.
But again, Trey and Ron, do y'all not really believe that that's not set up? You don't think it's set up?
Mm-mm.
Come on, you mean to tell me? Listen, you mean to tell me do you really believe that the NBA would allow one team to win all 3 quarters?
So they won 2.5 quarters because of
it wasn't no 2.5.
Tie.
LeBron won first one. LeBron won one. Durant run the second. It tied in the third. And then the fourth was whoever gets to 164 163 the first. Mm-hmm. Do you really think they would have let one team win all 3 quarters? Come on, man. If you believe that, y'all crazy. Y'all believe that? Yeah, okay. I don't think so. I don't think they would allow one team. That could be because of the fact where the money goes to. You're not going to let one whole non-profit organization not get any money. No, that's not going.
I'm sorry. This year, y'all team was trash, so y'all get none of the monies.
Yeah, no, they gotta come on. You had to see that coming. When I saw it, I was like, yeah. If LeBron won the first one, Kevin's team gonna win the second quarter, and then how fittingly it would be that the third quarter they both tie both teams. Come on, man! If that ain't scripted, come on, bro.
I can see your point.
Come on, bro. I had to look at it like that. I was like, before everybody go, do you think LeBron is messing up his son's future? It should be about him and not LeBron. Ooh. And so what do you mean mess up his future, Anthony? In what way? How would he be messing up his future? Because he said he wants to play with his son for one season? Like, why do you say that? And for those that don't know, that's what people ask. Why, what's LeBron's future? What should we expect from LeBron? He has stated just this weekend that he definitely wants to play at least one season. And we all know LeBron is all about being the first or the last, should I say, or whatever you want to call it. In regards to he has clearly stated this weekend that he wants to be the first, or not the first, but wants to play until his son enters the league, and he wants to play alongside with his son. So whoever his true statement was, whoever drafts his son, that's who he wants to play for. So I don't know. I would like to hear what you're saying in regards to how is he messing up his career.
While Anthony goes ahead and type that in the comments, please. Ron, perfect person to be on here. What's happened with your man at Michigan? What was Juwan Howard on, bro?
Ron. Yeah, let's hear it, Ron. I really want to hear your take on this. Juwan went back to the Fab 5 days, bro. Like, what is going on?
And that's like the second time that has happened in sorts.
What happened out in Ann Arbor?
You didn't hear about it, Ron?
Ron started a brawl.
Ron ain't playing. Ron playing. He heard about that because he liked Michigan. He
college basketball.
Yes, He threw a punch.
Started.
It's all over. It's all over. Sports Center, all over all sports media.
How did I miss this?
Oh wow, yes. He actually. So, short story. Michigan was playing Wisconsin. Wisconsin was up, and the game was pretty much over. I think it was like seconds left. I want to say.
Yeah, it
In
was
the
over.
game,
It was a clear win for Wisconsin.
and the coach called a timeout with seconds left in the game. And the game, the Wisconsin was already up by what, 15 points, 10, 15 points, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And Juwan Howard was upset that the coach called a timeout because he felt like it wasn't a necessary needed timeout. It wasn't like the game was close. It didn't matter or whatever. Well, after the game, teams are about to exchange handshakes and stuff like that. And basically, Juwan Howard was just going to bypass him and not shake the coach's hand because he felt some type of way about it. Well, the coach stopped Juwan Howard and wanted to explain to Juwan Howard why he called the timeout. Well, Juwan was like, I don't want to hear that. And he said, he basically told him, remember that. Remember that. Basically, he said, remember that. And in a way to say that, okay, you possibly gonna see us again, and I'm gonna remember that you did that. Well, they exchanged words, and next thing we know, Juwan Howard is hitting the assistant, one of the coaches, in the face, and it was a huge brawl between the two teams on this after the game.
He did not punch him. He did not punch him. That's one thing we got to get clear on our reporting. He mugged him.
Okay, I will call it a mugging. We'll call it a mugging. Either way, he laid hands on him. He put them paws on him.
Oh my gosh, this is the most hilarious story ever. Oh my gosh,
he put them paws on him.
Do you think it'll cost him his job?
No. It shouldn't.
If he gets fired in the national NC double plantation sports, it would be egregious. So many thoughts. So many thoughts running through my head right now. He done laid hands on somebody. I can only imagine, like, oh my gosh, they are out of control. These sports, they're out of control. We're going to have to get a handle on this as American citizens. So black man getting the sports team riled up. Both sports rosters went out of control during the brawl. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. So throwing in hands. So to bring up Anthony Price, he basically to what Bishop's question was, he said he feels like he's making teams draft his son because LeBron wants to play with him. So it's like if you were a GM and going to the draft, his son knowing I'll get LeBron on my team. So that's what he means by is LeBron messing with Bronny's career by stating that he would like to play with Bronny.
No, it seems like he's about to get Bronny a great job.
Question, saying that part. It does sound like he's put in a position where someone's going to possibly draft Bronny with the ideal of getting. But I mean, at the same time, you have to look at. We're talking about 2 years at minimum. What LeBron would be in 2 years might not be worth having, or saying salary cap unless he's taking a minimum.
LeBron sleeps in a hyperbolic time chamber.
So he's gonna be good.
You just saw LeBron hit the game winner last night, man. Everybody be thinking LeBron gonna burn out. What LeBron can do that for the next 5 years. Just hit him with that back shoulder, turn around. It ain't like he's getting older, not smaller.
LeBron, if he needs to do that for the Lakers, that's what he needs to do that for. He don't need to do it for Team LeBron. He needs to do it for LA.
He's second.
Well, you're right. He has
Let's not
on the tangent.
This is once again a roster or organization letting down LeBron James, and yet people want to criticize him on why he always going somewhere.
He does. It's the second half of the season. It's coming up. Of course, that's what we're going to be covering over the next couple of days as we get ready to get started again. As we get the NBA season coming back. Of course, we're looking forward to the upcoming games, especially that March 10th game as the Philadelphia 76ers take on the then equipped Ben Simmons and Brooklyn Nets. Hopefully, James Harden will be back and he won't be injured. I look forward to that. As we get ready to get up out of here, Ron, any parting words? Good, kind sir, good sir.
NBA Eastern Conference Sixers are fully back. Joel Embiid, James Harden, first game coming up, and we're going on from there. It's about to be an incredible back half of the NBA season, and I'm here for all the trash talking, Trey. Hope you're
Oh
ready.
yeah, you definitely. I'm definitely. I'm hoping that I'm able to give some trash talking and that the Lakers start to make a pull.
Yeah,
I'm looking to see what come back full force. Almost like he's playing for the MVP or the sixth man of the year or whatever. Like I'm ready to see Westbrook coming full force. Of course, he wasn't at the we ain't see him at the NBA All-Star weekend. Hopefully he was out getting his mind right, getting in the assassin mode, ready to go
right.
full throttle as the Lakers look to get back, climb up out the bottom of the play-in tournament and get I mean, it's hard. It's a hard road ahead of them. They got to catch Dallas at fifth seed, but push back up and get to that fifth, sixth seed, and
Oh,
be able to
they
kind of
ain't getting no
coast.
6 seed, Trey. We know they staying in the play-in, but they can
Yeah,
get to
playing.
the 8th seed where they just need to win one game, compared to the 9th seed where they got to win two.
We got to get something. That we got to do something. So
But we
I
do
look
know
forward to
second
that.
half Westbrook is the better Westbrook. We really
I'm
about to see
hoping
him.
that's what we get. Yeah, Bishop, we getting ready to get up out of here. Any parting words, brother?
Oh yeah, man. I'm sorry about that, man. I had a call
Oh
I
no,
had to
good,
take.
good.
Yeah. What was that last bitch I was talking about? What about Westbrook? What y'all saying about Westbrook?
So it's just gonna be. I was saying that I was hopeful that the Lakers and Westbrook comes back in full throttle, as he was saying that he's ready for Philadelphia to do their thing and represent. So
This is my day. Because we know what LeBron said yesterday, last night after the game, and his take on Steph Curry and how he played in the game. He said over there in Golden State, they're making their general manager making smart moves, whereas he really didn't say much about his general manager over there in LA. Just want to put that out there. But anyway, hopefully everybody's having a great Monday. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Monday, man. Be sure to stay tuned. I'm sure Ron gonna fill this plug that y'all need to listen to, which we spoke about briefly prior to getting on when we first got on the show.
oh yeah,
But we
Applewhite,
do thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, we thank all of y'all for tuning in, man. From the APs, the Anthony Prices, to the Apple Whites, to all of y'all that came on, Zach, um, Jackie, all of y'all. We thank y'all so much because again, once as I always say, without y'all, we wouldn't have a great show. Thanks to Ron being on here on this Monday, Freddie, all of y'all. Enjoy y'all week. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at the same time, same bad channel, man, to check us out and have a little bit of first formation. That's all I got, Trey.
Greatly appreciated. Hey, so y'all know what it is. Enjoy y'all Friday. Good correction, Monday. Appreciate y'all coming in this morning, even though you off. Some of you off. Look forward to see you tomorrow. Like I said, 09-1100 hours. If you're not doing anything, go on over, of course, and catch the other E2G Sports Network shows. And get all different comprehensive talks in reference to sports from different perspectives. And additionally, as we keep on saying, if you ain't doing nothing additionally, if you're into the Powerverse, check out myself, Sean, Bishop, and Ron on the Speak Easy. You can catch it in or on the look it up in YouTube, Speak Easy, or catch it. Go to our social media pages and check the link. Subscribe, like, whatever, share as we talk
Follow.
about our follow. Yes, follow us. We talk about the power universe. Give
Right.
your perspective. If y'all ain't catch it last night,
I'm about to
woo,
catch it
it's
right now.
something.
Yeah, I know I didn't catch it on Sunday night, so I'm gonna catch it.
Oh man,
That's why.
you made my
That's why I
day.
said we have to do it
Yeah,
on Tuesdays, man. But
yeah, because I gotta
greatly
catch it
appreciate
Monday.
y'all. Greatly appreciate y'all checking us out. Look forward to see y'all. So of course, at this point, show attention. Fall out. Y'all be easy. Enjoy your day.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.